Hello Taurus, welcome to your 5th House Divination. My name's Kirsty and today we are going to do a love reading for you for Venus in Taurus. Might also resonate with Venus, Sun, Moon and Rising. Readings are general, so please just take what resonates, and there are no dates on the reading, just trust that when they reach you, if they resonate, then they are your message at that time. So we're going to pull an oracle card for you. From the notes from the universe on Loving Connection Oracle deck. Oh, one's just dropped out. And then we'll get some tarot cards, past, present and future, to see where we're going with it. Okay, so you have more options than you realise, is the message. And it says, it sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you think of all of the reasons you love them, and you can, the universe. Okay, so you have more options than you realise. I've just seen the bottom of your card there. It's like you're saying, I have. Yes, I have. I know I have. Okay, so let's get you some tarot. So we'll get one for the past, one for the future, two for the present, see where we are at the moment. Obviously this message is about the present moment here. If we get any majors or court cards come out, we'll get a clarifier for those as well. Okay, Taurus. We are in the middle of Mercury retrograde season at the moment, so if you would like to check out your retrograde readings, we've got one for general. There is also loved ones. If you're in separation from somebody, there are some general readings, some love readings on the channel, looking at whether you might come back into connection with them during Mercury retrograde. This is the one in February 2021, obviously depending when you're listening to this. So in the past we've got the Magician, so we'll get a clarifier for that. In the future we've got the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be, bear with me a second, I'm just going to adjust this light, we can't see the King of Pentacles. Bear with me a sec. Okay, that's better. So yeah, so the King of Pentacles in the future. This could be you. It's fixed earth, or this could be a person that's coming in towards you, or that you're moving towards. And in the present we've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, nice. This talks about being emotionally content, but this is contentment that you've kind of done yourself. This is contentment based on your own actions. This isn't contentment sort of at the hands of another. Oh, and we've got the Three of Pentacles. So there may be some kind of practical kind of collaboration that you've got going on that is sort of giving you sort of emotional happiness. Right, so we want a card for this Magician then, and one for the King of Pentacles, and then we'll have another look at the message. So let's have a card for this Magician. Oops, oh dear, sorry about that, not the camera. So a card for the Magician, Strength card, more major, so and then this King of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. Okay, and the underlying energy for this Eight of Swords is the Five of Wands. Okay. So this is talking about some form of competition. Yeah, I'm hearing competition is going to put you into Eight of Swords. And Eight of Swords talks about feeling stuck. Mentally, she's sort of there, she feels like her arms are tied, she's blindfolded, she can't see. So this is talking about mentally not being able to see a way out of something. but is a mental energy. So I think this is talking, so this could be you, or this could be another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, or this could be someone who is like a boss, or someone who's very materially independent, could be a business owner, is sort of a self-made person. Okay, so but this is talking about feeling stuck, feeling trapped. And then here we've got, you have more options than you realise. I think that's referring to that Eight of Swords. It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you think of all the reasons you love them, and you can. The universe. Okay. So what I'm sort of feeling here in the present is we've got the Nine of Cups, which talks about emotional contentment, emotional happiness, you know, wish fulfillment. But this is a kind of a solo energy. This is emotional fulfillment based on what you've done and provided and thought of for yourself. And then we've got this with the Three of Pentacles, which talks about physical and material collaboration and cooperation. So I'm feeling that there is some kind of emotional distance in the present, and I think this is causing issues. It sure is hard to get really angry at someone when you can think of all the reasons that you love them. And we've got, in the future, we've got this Five of Wands, which does talk about conflict, fighting, arguments, from this Page of Swords. And King of Swords. So I think there may have been, there's some kind of information or a new idea or something that is possibly creating conflict in this dynamic. And I was interested to see, so we've got some kind of emotional distance in the present, which I think, as I say, is caused by some kind of idea or some kind of information, or possibly some distance. I mean, this can talk about information or sort of connection at a distance. So this might be, you know, you guys might be at a distance. This could be a long distance connection. I'm obviously, we're in, where are we? We're February 2021 at the moment, and you know, there is a, where I am in the UK, there's a national lockdown and people can't visit and travel, and so if you're not sort of living together, then everything, you know, basically if you're not living with people, then you're having to do everything kind of online. So I'm sensing some kind of emotional distance, possibly physical distance, and I think this is the real source of the tension. And it's causing arguments, conflict, fights, and this is talking about, think of all the reasons that you love them. So it's easy when you're in separation or when you're distant to focus and to think of the, you know, the kind of the problems, think about what's wrong with something. I'm a Virgo, so I totally understand that. I can always see problems with things. And this is saying, you know, sort of, it's harder to get angry when you sort of focus more on the reason that you love them, focus on the reasons, you know, why you're together, then that will make it harder to be angrier with them. Because in the past we've got this magician, which talks about having everything that you need to create, to manifest, to bring something into existence. And this connection, this love, this understanding was through kind of mutual compassion. This lion, so you could be dealing with a Leo possibly, or a fire sign. This lion and this girl in this card, they're friends because she shows him compassion. She doesn't control this wild animal, this wild beast, through chaining him up or sort of keeping him sort of stuck in one place. He chooses to stay. He chooses to be her friend because she cares for him. She acts with compassion. She controls him, or she controls him basically through love. And so I think, this came together, this connection came together through mutual love and respect from your higher selves. If you follow a sort of a spiritual path, this is a really sort of beautiful connection that offers everything, and it offers sort of mutual compassion and care. But because we've got this distance at the moment, it feels that, things have kind of fallen into a different, I think there's conflict, I think there's fighting, arguments, and to the point that you may feel stuck or trapped in the situation. And I was looking at these cards. I was sort of drawn to the way of control. So the magician has all of the tools. The King of Pentacles talks about material matter, and he really does kind of control his environment through material means. Whereas this is a level of control through compassion, love and trust. That the lion and the girl sort of trust each other, not to harm each other, not to sort of damage each other in any way. And so I think this is a feeling of, I think this could be feeling trapped within this cycle of arguments, or feeling trapped and unable to walk away from this situation. I think for some of you, this connection has probably, because of the distance, because of the arguing, I think it probably has kind of run its course. And I think this King of Pentacles character could be feeling sort of stuck in this perpetual motion of arguments and fights. But if that is your situation, if that is your scenario, then you have more options than you realise. The Eight of Swords talks about feeling stuck. Can't see. You've got all of these ones, but her hands, if you look at the card, her hands are actually free. And the lesson with the Eight of Swords is that you might not be able to see what's going on. You may feel that you're trapped, but there is always something, even if it's just a small movement, that you can do to improve your situation. And by even just feeling as if you can take a small action or a small step, will relieve some of this, because if you're feeling like you're back in control, back in power. And I think there is some kind of feeling of trapped, stuck, unable to direct, because the King of Pentacles, he's used to being the boss, he's used to being in control, he's used to being in charge, he's used to being autonomous. And I think there is some level of argument about possibly this separation, or it could just be somebody wants to do something or collaborate somewhere or be somewhere else. This could be emotional distance, or it could be some level of sort of, well, what one person would see as selfishness possibly in a connection, but what another person would see as kind of, looking after themselves. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on before you attend to others, haven't you? So I think generally, guys, I think the general message for this is that you do have more options than you realise. If this is a connection that you want to further, then obviously focus on the reasons why you love them. Focus on the reasons why you know, reconnect, remember what this was like. Remember how you sort of came together through sort of mutual compassion and trust and respect. For those of you that are in this situation that now feel trapped and want to exit the situation because this has become, you know, a bit too unbearable, then the message here is that you're not as trapped as you think you are. There is always something that you can do. The Eight of Swords is a mental energy. It's mentally feeling stuck. It's not, in a lot of ways, the sword suits are always of the mind. They're never, well, generally they don't reflect the reality. So there is something, have a look around, there is something that you can do to progress this situation so that you're not sort of stuck here in this, or in this perpetual loop. Right guys, I'm going to leave that there. Your general reading went up yesterday, so I'll link that above. I'll also put a link into your playlist, which has got Mercury retrograde readings on there, so there may be people coming back in or situations coming back in for you to go back through with them, reprocess. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers guys. Bye bye.